Jason,
Yeah,
Hoda
Matt.
has announced a new book 2 months after leaving today. I'm
Wow.
so excited to tell you about it. That's our first hot
Yes.
topic, brought to you by Funny Girl at Walton Art Center. So yeah, the former Today Show anchor announced on Monday that her new book, Jump and Find Joy, is going to be coming out on September 23rd. She said she was inspired to write it by those who take big leaps in life, saying, quote, if somebody else jumps, somebody else tries something. You look and go, well, why not me? Why can't I try that too? And I think this book is sort of filled with those kinds of stories. It's got a bunch of stories of my life, and it also has a bunch of stories from other people's lives that have inspired me. And I can only imagine what that's going to be like. She mentioned when Sandra Bullock adopted her
Yeah,
kiddos,
sure.
and that inspired her to adopt her girls. And so I think we'll be seeing some really cool stories like that.
I love little anecdotes and stories,
Yes.
and especially from Hoda, such an anchor in so many people's lives from all those years on the Today Show. So,
Exactly.
man, that's going to be a great one when it drops in September.
100%.
Well, Frankie Muniz is still trying to earn respect as a NASCAR driver. I did not know he was a NASCAR driver.
You
until
bet
we
he
were
is.
going through this today.
Ancient
Muniz,
Cody Banks.
Yes. He's been making a name for himself in the racing world since he returned to the track in 2023, earning himself a spot in the 2025 season of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. He said in a recent interview, I think at first maybe people thought it was like a hobby, but you earn respect or the recognition as a driver and not just as an actor when you're out there competing and beating them, right? That's what I'm trying to do. That is the name of the game, right? Is to try to be the fastest. I want to beat everybody, Frankie says.
Well,
So,
Frankie, I'm
yeah.
rooting for him.
Hey, I love seeing diversity in actors,
Yeah.
like really just anybody who tries to
Sure.
kind of diversify their portfolio, right?
Right.
We know him as an actor, we've seen him on our screens for so long, but he's actually also a top competitor in this sport, so that's cool.
And I have to admit that when I first saw it, I was like, what are you doing?
Yes.
But, good for him.
All of us had that kind of
Yeah,
thing,
like,
right?
what are you doing,
Yeah, I mean, we got
Frankie?
Hoda going from, now she's writing a book.
And now we got Frankie Muniz racing cars.
Racing
Look
cars.
at you, Frankie.
Yes.
Well, Rhea Drummond, also known as the Pioneer Woman, has
course.
perfected a lot of recipes throughout the years, but there is one that she's apparently not so great at. Believe it or not, she admitted that one food she was trying to make ended up looking like green sludge, and nobody ate any of it. The Food Network star said, quote, I once made green tea ice cream for a ladies' investment club meeting back in the old days. Instead of using matcha or green tea powder, I actually bought green tea bags, grounded the tea in the food processor, and then used that as the ice cream base. She went on to say that the ice cream looked like green sludge, and nobody ate the 23 bowls of it
Wow.
that she prepared. I love her recipes. I love all her stuff.
Sure.
So it's interesting that she was not good at making the green tea ice cream.
But I think that humanizes somebody
Yes.
who we kind of hold up to such a high level. Everything she does is fantastic. But you know what? She's like me and you. She makes
Right.
goofs up every
She
once
tried
in a while.
something new and it didn't go well.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Well, here is an actor who tried something new and it has gone extremely well. Millie Bobby Brown, of course.
Millie.
Millie was not prepared for how emotional her last day on Stranger Things would be. The actress wrapped filming on the Netflix series that skyrocketed her to fame nearly 10 years ago. She wrapped in December, and she said the day was so emotional for her. She said, quote, I was kind of like, oh, I'll be fine, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. And then I think it was a defense mechanism. I think it was my coping. And then I realized I was not fine. I cried a lot. Brown recalled walking on set for her last day and feeling hyper aware of all the lasts she was experiencing. Now, the final season is expected to premiere in October of this year, so we don't have long to wait to see that. I am interested to see how they deal with this kind of big gap it's been since the previous season up until this one.
Right.
Because all of these folks that grew up before our
Yes,
very eyes,
they did.
they're now like full grown before our
She's
very eyes.
21 years old, so
It's
sure
wild.
enough, it is wild.
Yes.
And but I'm excited for the last season. It is kind of bittersweet though.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's time to end.
I'm hoping for a happy ending. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. I hope
Yeah.
so. Okay, now this is very interesting to me and hits close to home. So country music superstar Luke Combs is sharing details about his struggle with obsessive compulsive disorder. So OCD is a disorder marked by uncontrollable and reoccurring thoughts, repetitive and excessive behaviors, or even both. Now, Combs says that he struggles with a specific type of OCD known as purely obsessional OCD, or pure O, and that affects him mentally but not physically.
Okay.
He said that he struggled with OCD since the age of 12, describing the disorder as tedious and debilitating, but he added that he wants to be an example for kids who don't have any hope.
Sure.
I relate to this. I mean, heck, I tell you all the time, I have OCD too. And,
Right.
you know, I don't think a lot of people maybe talk about, or we think of OCD as I have to touch this 4
Right,
times,
yes.
or I want things clean. But it manifests in other ways too, and it's nice that he's being open about it.
This is the first time I'm hearing that we kind of have different kind of delineations of that
Yes.
condition, right? So
Right.
pure O is definitely like defined as something where you, I guess you deal
You
with
have
it
those-
mentally, but not
yes,
physically. You don't have to actually
exactly.
do anything, but you're
Yeah.
still struggling with it. So that is interesting to learn. But as he said, I love that he's out there being kind of a spokesperson and letting him know, hey,
Yeah.
if you're struggling, I am too. It's an
Absolutely.
inspirational journey to
Yeah.
think about, being the superstar that he is. Well, there are a new conch honk shell blowing contest winner in Key West, Florida. Say that 5 times fast. Yes, the 62nd annual conch honk attracted more than 3 dozen conch shell blowers to a historic Key West landmark, the oldest house museum and gardens. Participants tried their hand and mouths at blowing the judges away with their pucker prowess. The free event brought locals, visitors, and competitors together to enjoy unique sounds while blowing the city's iconic and beloved conch shells. Judges evaluated contestants on the quality, duration, loudness, and sheer novelty of the sounds they made. This year's contest winner was Jules Jones, fantastic. She played a rendition of Reveille, is what I heard. Just listen to that. Yes, that happened. Conch shell blowing contest, Key West,
How
Florida.
did we not hear about this?
Yes.
We need to get on board.
We need to get there
Send
next March.
Send us to Florida,
Yes.
good day.
Please.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Well, Scarlett Johansson has moved on from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and she wants her fans to do the same.
Okay, big words.
Yeah, the actress confirmed that she's put the Black Widow behind her, saying that Natasha is dead. She's dead. She's dead, okay? Fans of Natasha Romanoff or the Black Widow, however, seem to have wishful thinking when it comes to the character's universe-saving death in 2019's Avengers Endgame.
Spoiler alert.
Well, surely you've seen it by now. Now, despite the prequel, The Black Widow, Johansson confirmed that she's not returning to the role, adding, quote, "We're going to have to let it go. She saved the world. Let her have her hero moment."
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I agree. I think we've talked about this a lot. Marvel's kind of, you know, it's just, I think a lot of people are just kind of done with that.
That's right. Let's let it go. Bring on a whole new generation, a new crop of superheroes we don't know anything about. That would
Yeah.
kind of be more exciting. So
I agree.
that chapter has closed for Scarlett and for the rest of us as well.
Right.
This is kind of big news. Southwest Airlines ending its 54-year bags fly free policy.
I can't handle
know,
it. Emotionally, I'm not okay.
I need a Tylenol right now. Starting May 28th this year, most passengers will pay for checked luggage, aligning with industry standards. Exceptions include business select fares and A-list loyalty members who retain free checked bags. Now, this change aims to boost profitability and enhance services. However, many loyal customers express disappointment as free checked bags have been a key benefit. Southwest plans to introduce assigned seating and premium options, marking a significant shift in its business model. So it seems like the Southwest that we all know and love and we've kind of gone to for, budget-friendly trips, it's kind of going away.
I have no words.
Yes.
This is very annoying to me.
Yes.
I've been told that we have to wrap though, so I'll save my
Maybe we need a
comments, but-
whole other segment about the Southwest Airlines.
Yeah,
bag
we're going to have a
fare
segment
policy.
called Mad Mac,
Mad-
and I'm going to tell you all the things that make me mad, including that.
Okay, that's
all
one
I'm
of them.
gonna say
That'll
about
kick
it.
it off.